As at 9 o'clock this morning, there have been 4,957 positive cases confirmed. That is an increase of 392 from the figures reported yesterday. As always, I should be clear that these figures will be an underestimate. A total of 1,781 patients are currently in hospitals across the country with confirmed or suspected COVID-19. That is an increase of 10 on the number reported yesterday, and a total of 212 people last night were in intensive care with confirmed or suspected cases of the virus. That is an increase of 2 from yesterday. And it is with great sadness that I must report an additional 81 deaths of patients who had tested positive for COVID-19. That takes the total number of deaths in Scotland where the individual had tested positive to 447. And I want to convey my deepest sympathy to all those who've lost loved ones to the virus, and also say a heartfelt thank you to everyone working so hard to keep essential services running at this time of crisis. That, of course, includes our health and care staff, and I expect that all of us and thousands across the country will express their appreciation for them again tonight at 8 p.m. with applause. But since we're about to enter the Easter weekend, I want to conclude with a strong re-emphasis of the vital importance of everyone following the public health restrictions that are in place and staying at home except for the permitted essential purposes. There is, of course, an email address that anybody on the in the frontline workforce can use if they have concerns that they want to be immediately brought to the attention of me and ministers. So we will continue to have an approach where we quickly and I hope effectively resolve any issues in distribution that arise. The figure that is the final one is 136,000. That's after some further discussions with doctors. They have all now had letters and they have been given a text message service to register with if they need help getting food or medicines. I can tell you as of now 21,000 of them have registered with that service. Just under 6,000 food packages have been ordered, and we have a national contract with 2 supermarkets in place for the delivery of those food boxes free of charge, I should say. And 4,200, I think that is, have already been delivered. So that process is underway. I had a call this morning with the other First Ministers and the Mayor of London where we were discussing our different experiences, and there's a meeting of COBRA later today. Let me be very clear, I don't want these measures to be in place for a single minute longer than they have to be, but equally I don't want us to come out of them prematurely in a way that will do damage, that will see the virus spiral out of control, see our NHS potentially overwhelmed and see more lives lost. So it's right and proper that we stick with it for as long as necessary. And I want to be, there is no likelihood or prospect of these measures being lifted after the Easter weekend. COBRA is likely to meet again I think later next week. I would certainly support that, to start to think about the exit strategy and what that might look like. But it is likely that restrictions and measures are going to be in place for some weeks to come yet. And again, I would appeal to people to stick with this. We are not asking people to change their lives in such a fundamental way for no reason. I don't want to be doing it, but it is vital for the health reasons I think we all understand. The current absentee rate in the National Health Service related to the virus has been around 6%, and we continue to monitor that carefully. We are building testing capacity with every day that passes right now, and by the end of this month we'll have the capacity to do 3,500 tests per day. Nobody should receive a DNR form out of the blue without those sensitive discussions, and absolutely nobody should feel under any pressure to complete those. People should get the care that is right for them, and for anybody of any age, no matter where they're living, if that means being in hospital, that's where they should be. Not just in the immediate phase of dealing with this, but I suspect for a long time afterwards we're going to be dealing with a mental health legacy of it, and we need to make sure that the services that provide the help that people need are there. And that, yes, is about expanding access to counselling now, but looking ahead to making sure that these services are appropriate in the future as well.